Happy Saturday, and welcome to the Rama from Satsang Weekend Workshop, where you'll learn a modern Satsang method for obtaining peace, light, and love in your life. My name is Eddie, and I will be introducing the facilitator for today's event. But first, I'd like to give you a brief overview of this weekend workshop. If you direct your attention towards your screen, you'll see the first element is Satsang. Satsang is a scientific method whereby we may obtain peace, light, and love in our life. It requires no physical skill, spiritual accomplishment, or meditation experience to begin its practice. Satsang consists of two words, Sat and Sang. Sat means positive energy, and Sang means to be with or to be in the presence of. Therefore, the word Satsang means to be in the presence of positive energy. The next element is meditation. Meditation is an important part of Satsang. When we meditate, we withdraw consciousness from worldly objects and direct it inwards to focus on a single thought. In doing so, our minds become calm and our thoughts become pure, thereby allowing us to obtain higher states of consciousness, such as enlightenment, peace, light, and love. Inner orientation. There are two types of Satsang, inner Satsang and outer Satsang. An example of outer Satsang would be chanting or attending pilgrimages. When we practice outer Satsang, we have the potential to change our behavior. But only through the practice of inner Satsang can we obtain higher states of consciousness, such as enlightenment, peace, light, and love. The Satsang that you will learn today is an inner Satsang where we meditate in silence. Group session. These weekend workshops are structured for group participation. When we meditate as a group, our focus is improved, and our personal progress along our spiritual path is expedited. By regularly attending these weekend workshops, the benefits of group participation are amplified. Joy and inner happiness. All beings wish to experience joy. Joy is the eternal longing of the soul, but only through the practice of inner Satsang can we obtain a joyous state. Each time we practice Satsang, our inner happiness gradually increases, ultimately culminating in a state of joy, which we experience 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The agenda for today consists of 3 sessions: the informative session, the practice session, and the interactive session. During the informative session, a lecture will be given about a Satsang topic, the founder, or some relevant spiritual topic. During the practice session, you'll receive instructions on how to meditate, followed by a period of practice. During the interactive session, you have the opportunity to ask questions, or there'll be a panel discussion. And now, I'd like to introduce the facilitator for today's event. He has over 40 years of Satsang experience. He's the grandson of Guru Maharaj, the founder of Ramashram Satsang. He was born into a Satsang family where he experienced his family members obtain states of enlightenment and lead lives of peace, light, and love. At an early age, he began traveling with the mission throughout India, facilitating satsangs. And during that time, he witnessed the positive effects that satsang could have on mankind. And upon arriving to the United States, both he and his wife continued to facilitate satsangs for local satsangees. He has led teams of satsang members in translating important satsang literature into English and has worked tirelessly to make satsang more accessible to Western and English-speaking audiences. He currently travels throughout the United States, India, and England, facilitating satsangs while maintaining his duties as a husband, a father, and an IT executive. Today, he will teach us a rare and ancient form of satsang as taught by Guru Maharaj. Unfortunately, Sanjeev Ji could not join us today in person and live, but he has left us a recorded message to enjoy. Please enjoy.
Thank you, Eddie, for talking about the inner satsang aspect of it. And I have been thinking about, some of the discussion topics that we have had. I think we need to bring in some deeper topics now. So to that end, I think next month sometime we'll have a 5-week online course that'll go into some of the things that we have discussed in the past that we'll go deeper into. And also an interview style question and answer with some of the folks who have been, practicing this for a while. So, in some cases I'll ask the question, in some cases I'll answer. And that I think is pretty much agreed upon. So some of the folks have agreed to come as, as guest speakers in the coming sessions. That probably will start next month as well. But then, one of the things that I think there was a question that was asked, form versus formless. It's, I think at the end of the day, I still feel that, whatever I have practiced, it's, it is about imbibing, connecting, feeling the presence of transcendental energy. But then where do we start? With a form or just a formless energy? I think that's a topic that Guru Maharaj has talked about in several of his books, actually. And that is something that I'll talk more deeply in next coming weeks. We can also talk about it, even if there are questions around it, that will help in, some of the stuff we want to talk about in the coming weeks. So after the session. But again, these sessions, I always want to start these days with saying that, all we are here for, the first and foremost goal for today's session should be that we somehow, and, again, the whole process that Guru Maharaj, my grandfather, packaged was like how he connected to lasting peace, inner peace, and we should focus on that, right? And in the process, relax a little, calm our minds, physical resting, meditation being resting of our minds, and for the time that we are here, we orient ourselves inwards, stop the barrage that's coming in, and then start tackling the barrage of thoughts that's within. So how do we do that? So let's first get into the practice, the process through which we will, from inside and out, we want to calm down. We want to connect with peace. So, eyes lightly closed, and just sit in a relaxed posture, a posture where we can keep ourselves still for the time of the meditation. And, when you close your eyes, just observe your body, make sure there is no strain anywhere, there's no, discomfort, and then start focusing on your heart, and think of this transcendental energy in form of light. So it's better that we think of this transcendental energy in form of light around us, in front of us, and it's entering our heart, and it's enlightening our heart, and then it's distributing throughout our body, and that we're getting totally and completely immersed in this light. Mind wanders away, then we bring it back to this thought and this thought alone, that we are in the presence of this transcendental energy in form of light. That light is entering our heart and then distributing throughout our body, and we're becoming one with this light. We are becoming this energy. So yeah, we'll start with music, then music fades away, then we meditate. We try to get into deep meditation in silence and just focus on this thought and this thought alone. Anything else you can do before and after, but at this time, just feel this presence, feel that this transcendental energy in form of light is in front of you, entering your heart, distributing throughout your body, and that you're getting completely immersed in this light. Let's start now.
Okay, at this time, if you have any questions, please ask those and we'll record them and Sanjeev Ji will answer them when he returns. Also, if you have any experience you'd like to share at this time, you may do so as well.
I just wanted to say happy Saturday to everyone. I haven't been at the meetings in a while, so just wanted to say hello and thank you so much for sharing your meditation experience with me. And I hope you're all doing well.
Thank you, Liz. Good to have you here.
Good to be here.
Okay, if there are no questions or any comments, we'll end today's session a little early. Sanjeev Ji will be here next week, so we look forward to seeing you here then. Until then, have a great week, everyone. Have a great rest of the day.